40 days and 40 nights.
So hey guys, welcome back to St. Paul's. We are up in the balcony. Because obviously if I'm going to talk about answering prayers, you want to have the best reception, right? You want to be closest to God physically, right? I can promise you that has nothing to do with it. But anyway, I'm here today to answer that last part of that, what became four-part question. This is kind of an epilogue where the question was, how do we pray? Why do we pray? How do we know God's listening? And now the last one, which is, how does God answer prayer? So I'm going to use a clock on my camera here as best I can to clock me. I'm going to try and go for 2 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. So, question again, how does God answer prayer? Okay, go. Not in the way you think. It never is. A lot of people, like, as much for all that talk I had about it being a conversation, a relationship and all that, God's kind of funny. If you've ever done texts or emails or that sort of thing, for somebody who writes an email with words and sentences and commas and punctuation and all that sort of thing, it's almost more like God answers in emoji, if that makes sense, or better still, even worse, memes, pictures that have a joke associated to it. And you have to sit there and kind of figure it out, or why is this funny, or wow, it really is funny. But sometimes the answers we get are not straightforward, is my point. Sometimes it's not like I wrote God a letter, well structured and all the rest of it, and then he wrote me one back. It's more the idea that sometimes some of the ways that he communicates with us is a little different than we expect. And it isn't straightforward all the time, too. But the best way that he communicates with us, and sometimes ways that we overlook, is the same way that he's done it from the beginning. Ever since he started communicating with people here on earth, he's always chosen somebody almost to be like a mass email to everybody, one big text, like a family group text. The idea that he would pick one person, someone who he really could count on, to bring his message out to everybody. But now that he communicates with so many people, now that's not just a collection of the Israelites alone, but a whole family across cultures, denominations, countries, and languages, he's had to be a bit more interpersonal, especially because the relationship that we have with God now is a bit more personal. It's relationship. And because of that, sometimes he has to be a bit more personal with how he handles it, a bit more hands-on. So he doesn't send one person to tell a bunch of people a message. He already did, and he sent his son to do that. So now he sends individuals. Sometimes somebody will come to you and bring you a piece of news that you never thought you even needed, but it was exactly what you needed to hear. Sometimes somebody will approach you as a mentor, or as a leader, or as a teacher, or as a guide, or as something that you need in that moment, even just a moment of comfort found in a friend, a phone call you didn't expect, a message from somebody saying, hey, thinking about you at this hard time, or whatever it is. Sometimes when we ask God for something, it's not just, like I said yesterday about Aladdin, poof, what do you need, and here's a wish granted. But an answer? Sure. He sends you. He sends me. He sends people to deliver his message, his answers. They may not be what we expect. They may not be what we like. They may be exactly what we need. But he will answer. We just need to be listening. I think that was like 3 minutes. The point is, guys, is that he does answer. Very often, sometimes it's not direct and it's not the way we expect. Like I said, emojis and memes, that sounds about right. But it's the idea that sometimes we just need to be the one listening. And we'll see it. We'll hear it. And we'll know it. When we see it, when we hear it. Because usually, it's somebody like you. That said, guys, God bless, stay safe, pray safe. And from what I hear, you have a long weekend. So enjoy it. I'll see you next time.